So next is cut set schedule or otherwise cut set matrix. So again this cut set matrix is realized based on by taking example. So this is the oriented graph. So in this graph there are 5 nodes A, B, C, D, E nodes and 8 branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 branches. And this is one tree. So by removing 5, 6, 7, 8 branches, so we get a tree. And this is a core tree for this tree. So whatever the elements, branches we removed, so becomes the links or chords. So here in cut set schedule, we have to cut the tree branch or twig with some links. So here we can represent this oriented graph with number of twigs as well as links like this. So here twigs are shown with the thick line and the links are shown with the dotted lines. So these 1, 2, 3, 4 are twigs and 5, 6, 7, 8 are links. So here each time we have to cut the one twig and some links such that so entire oriented graph should divide into two parts. So here we fill. So here this is the oriented graph and 1, 2, 3, 4 are twigs, 5, 6, 7, 8 are links. So each time here cut set matrix number of rows equal to number of twigs and number of columns equal to number of branches. So here there are 4 twigs. 1, 2, 3, 4 are twigs or tree branches and number of columns is number of branches. So here there are 8 branches. So it is a 4 by 8 matrix. So here also we have to fill row wise. So first cut means we are cutting first twig with some links such that the oriented graph becomes 2 separate parts. So if we cut like this, this is the cut set 1. So here the branches associated are first twig 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. So 1, 5, 6 becomes non-zero elements in the matrix and the remaining are zeros. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 are zeros. So again in that 1, 5, 6, so here we have to take current in this twig as reference. So current is flowing from this part to this part. So now we have to compare the currents in 5th branch and 6th branch with reference to that current, that direction of that current. So means this part to current is flowing to this part, that is the reference current. So for 5th branch, so current is in the same direction. So current is flowing from this part to this part. Whereas here in 6th branch, 6th link, current is flowing from this part to this part. So that is opposite to the reference direction. So that's why you have to take negative sign. So similarly, let us now cut second twig with some links. Means second twig, 6th link and 7th link. If we cut in this fashion, so this becomes one part and this becomes one part. Now current direction, which current direction we have to take as a reference? So current in second twig. So this current is flowing from this part of the circuit to this part of the circuit. So now we have to compare that direction with the current in 6th link and 7th link. If you see the 6th link, so now second branch, 6th branch and 7th branch becomes non-zero elements. 2, 6, 7 becomes non-zero elements and remaining are zeros. 1, 3, 4, 5 and 8 are zeros. Coming to the directions, So if current flows from outer circuit to this inner circuit, in 6th branch and 7th branch you have to take positive sign or otherwise negative. So here current in 6th branch is flowing from small circuit to this circuit. So that's why you have to take negative sign. Whereas in 7th branch, current is flowing from this circuit to outer circuit to this inner circuit. So that is in the direction of the reference. So that's why you have to take positive sign. So similarly third row. So how can we fill third row means? So we have to cut third twig with some links. So here we can cut in this fashion. So third twig, 7th link and 8th link. So here the non-zero elements are 3, 7, 8. 3, 7, 8 are non-zero elements. Remaining are 0. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 are 0. So here we have to take direction of the current. So the current direction in the third twig is the reference direction. So here current is flowing from the small circuit to this big circuit. Whereas in 8th, 7th link, current is flowing from small circuit to big circuit. So that's why for 7th it is plus 1. So for 8th link, current is flowing from this outer circuit to inner circuit, which is opposite to the reference direction. So that's why take negative sign. And similarly, last row, to fill last row, we have to cut 4th twig with the 5th link and 8th link. So non-zero elements are 4, 5, 8. 4, 5, 8 are non-zero elements. Remaining are zeros. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 are zeros. So again in this, so reference, so current direction is from this circuit to this circuit. So current in 4th twig is from this circuit to this circuit. Now we have to take that direction as a reference. Based on that, current in 5th link is flowing opposite to the reference. Current in 8th link is flowing in the direction of the reference. So that's why 5th element becomes minus 1, 8th element becomes plus 1 and 4th element becomes plus 1. So this is cut set matrix. So this is how you have to frame, you have to get cut set matrix. So here uses of cut set matrix are, so this is the cut set matrix. So these are the branch voltages. These are the voltages of the twigs. E1, E2, E3, E4 are voltages of the twigs, and V1 to V8 are the branches, voltages of the branches. Now we can write branch voltages as a function of twig voltages here. V1 equal to plus 1 into E1 plus 0 into E2 plus 0 into E3 plus 0 into E4. So V1 equal to plus 1 into E1 plus 0 into E2 plus 0 into E3 plus 0 into E4. So similarly, V2 equal to 0 into E1 plus 1 into E2 plus 0 into E3 plus 0 into E4. V3 equal to 0 into E1 plus 0 into E2 plus 1 into E3 plus 0 into E4. V4 equal to 0 into E1 plus 0 into E2 plus 0 into E3 plus 1 into E4. V5 equal to plus 1 into E1 plus 0 into E2 plus 0 into E3 minus 1 into E4. So similarly V6 equal to minus 1 into E1 minus 1 into E2 plus 0 into E3 plus 0 into E4. V7 equal to 0 into E1 plus 1 into E2 plus 1 into E3 plus 0 into E4. V8 equal to 0 into E1 plus 0 into E2 minus 1 into E3 plus 1 into E4. So here we can write branch voltages as a function of twig voltages. So this is one advantage. And the second advantage is, so this is the cut set matrix and these are the branch currents. So row wise we can write KCL equation. So here column wise we can write branch voltages as a function of twig voltages. If we take row wise, so we can write KCL equation. So if I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7, I8 are branch currents, So plus 1 into I1 plus 0 into I2 plus 0 into I3 plus 0 into I4 plus 1 into I5 minus 1 into I6 plus 0 into I7 plus 0 into I8 equal to 0. So that is the KCL at node 1. So KCL at this point, if you apply KCL at this point, node A, so we get that equation. So similarly, we can write KCL at node 2, KCL at node C, KCL at node D. So row wise we get KCL equations, and column wise we can write branch voltages as a function of twig voltages. So thus every column of cut set matrix gives the branch voltages in terms of twig voltages, and every row gives KCL equation at its node. So that is the importance of cut set matrix.